Yeah, we can let that play too. That's
What that?
Where you at?
welcome to Long Island, but welcome to Wavy's world. The city in Long Island is definitely here as we take over the world. This is a real special show for me, and H2O can even attest to this as well. These are our first guests outside of what we just worked on here, but our first guests also introduced with NYC Elite and Ballin for Peace. They're going to tell us about their journeys in the different sectors that they do and how it's incorporated with Ballin for Peace. But ladies and gentlemen, my man Whyte, Maybach the President on Instagram, Slim the Announcer, Top 5. And I just want shock value at first. And don't be afraid, say anything that goes first. So Slim, I'm going to go for you first. Are you top 5 in the city, in New York State? And if so, why?
Absolutely. And I say our top 5 because how long I've been doing it, the way I doing it, my originality. Also, I can adapt to any situation. A lot of other people have a lot of things backing them. They have a whole brand backing them. They have, great atmosphere. You could put me anywhere. You could put me on a crate with a megaphone. Mm-hmm. I'm still going to be good.
That's literally.
That's why I say I'm top 5.
Wow, and that them cage days. That's definitely how it was, and
I literally have a picture of me on a crate with a megaphone.
With the megaphone,
I'm not making it up, bro. And I'm still gonna shake out. You feel me? It doesn't matter wherever you put me.
That's how I know you're definitely an '80s baby, because we was definitely on those crates.
That's a fact.
And Whyte, you've been doing the music thing for so long, and I'm tapped in and in tune as well too. If you don't think so, if not already think so, tells me what you think, why you would be the best in Long Island, and what separates you, from being the best. And please explain to them what that 10,000 hours mean. They might not understand that when you do a craft for 10,000 hours, that means you've mastered your craft. So explain that and how you think that you're so elite for what you do in Long Island. Not to undermine anybody else, because we have so many great people that are doing music in Long Island, but what separates you and what you do?
I'll just talk to the separation part. I don't want to get too political and who's the best, and I always stay out those conversations, man. So I'm gonna give you a political answer. Mm-hmm. As far as I let the people decide on that. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the best is, it's up for y'all to decide, man. Y'all decide on that. If y'all like my music, I appreciate it. If y'all purchase my hat, I would like it even more.
Absolutely.
That's where the money at, you know what I'm saying? So that's where we make the money at. But as far as the 10,000 hours, like you stated, you know what I'm saying, just now, it's basically 10,000 hours is a symbol of you mastering your craft. So it comes from a basketball reference, which I come from a basketball family, basketball town, basketball state, you know what I'm saying? So we was always taught to put in your 10,000 hours, take your 10,000 shots, and you'll master your craft. You'll get to the next level. So we just translated that and transferred that into the music.
Perfect point and way to get in there. And you said the 10,000 hours, and one quote that Slim always had to drill in my brain and pause before we even go there, because we had a whole segment about saying pause.
Oh, that's the second one.
But
we let you slide with the first one.
I had to catch that one, the right one. I don't want the kids why they say now mud? Yeah, mud. I don't want the muds to get upset with me in the culture, in the community.
You wild in my heart.
Oh my goodness. Work on your craft. Work on your craft. You know, we had so many conversations. You as well too. You guys are my brothers. Listen, if I drop the ball, I'm so happy that you pick up the phone and say something, because sometimes we in our culture we make errors, and sometimes we're not accountable, or we don't, or sometimes we might not have seen the error. But sometimes you need good people in your corner to just say, we know that you're not egregious, but this one just didn't go this way.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
As you work on your craft, and the whole analogy with the 10,000 hours, just tell me about your journey as an announcer, and like you said, those great days and the megaphone and international, and your incorporation now with NYC Elite 32 and Ballin for Peace. Just it can't be a short story, but this is the platform.
It's not.
Tell us about that journey.
It's not a short story, and I'll try to summarize as much as I can. It's funny you say that, because it's funny. I had this conversation with H2O the other day. I almost get offended when people say, "Yo, you next up." And
You've been doing this for like 100 years.
I'm on my way out. So it's not about like I've put in, you know what I mean? Like, so to say I'm next up is like, okay, thank you, but it's a little offensive because I put in so much time and I put in so much effort in doing this, right? Like you said, I've started, my first tournament I ever did was West 4th. So I started off at one of the highest tournaments in the city at the time, right? And I've done all type of different things. Like I've done showcase, I've done little tournaments.
Before H2O get mad, shout out to Kenny Graham, West 4th.
Yeah, shout out to Kenny Graham. Shout out to my boy Ian. I always, anytime I ever speak on my journey, I always say Ian from Showcase is the reason Slim was born. Because he was the first person that not only did he put me on for his tournament, he told me you could do whatever you want. As long as you're not disrespectful, you can be who you are. So I feel like if not for Ian's giving me that green light, somebody like H2O never finds me. Because I'm restricted. So H2O can't see the full potential and say, oh, wait, he's really good. He's like, he's calling the game. You know what I mean? So my journey started West 4th. From West 4th with the showcase. I've done so much different things between, like you said, on a crate with a megaphone, to doing something in Barclays Center, to doing something in the Prudential Center, going to Canada. My journey is so up and down, and I've remained the same person no matter what the journey is. No matter what the
Slim, you call the Prudential Center? In New Jerusalem?
Yes. So no matter what it is, H2O can tell you, it don't matter if we're doing a little one-day event in a school or we're doing a Ball of a Piece game, it's the same Slim.
Absolutely.
You're going to get the same show, you're going to get the same energy. So it just goes back to my journey going from starting off having a summer at West 4th where personally I thought I was trash. You know what I'm saying? But people saw the potential, and I saw the potential to, as I always tell you, to work on your craft.
Yeah, right.
Learn your niche. Some people try to announce, and they try to just do comedy. They want to just be funny. Mm-hmm. Like, you forget that you call the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then you got people who just call the game, and they don't know how to be funny. So it's like, you got to find that balance of how to be funny, how to call the game, how to entertain the crowd. But the main part of you calling the game is the game. I think so many people get away from that.
Nah, 100%.
You're talking about everything else. Meanwhile, it's been 5 minutes going in the game. You ain't say nothing about the game.
Not a layup, not a bounce pass, nothing like, of the realms of what's going on with the game.
Those people try to take away from the game and make the show about them. So if you say my journey's been a really up and down journey. It's been a fun journey. I've gotten to some places I never thought I would get to. And I've also didn't get to places I want to get to. But all in all, man, it's been a good journey, man. My resume matches up with anybody you put against me. My resume gonna match up.
Absolutely. And before I transition over to Whyte right quick, please tell me how in the heck, I mean, you're in great shape. How the heck you got the name Slim? Who the hell made it? You just knocked off 42 buckets of Popeyes before you recorded here today. Where did the nickname Slim the Announcer come from? I never asked that question. You don't got to tell them you used to hoop before, too. They might not know that.
Before... I was really, really skinny before.
I remember
extremely skinny before, right?
Yes.
And it was my first time playing at West 4th. And at West 4th, you had it on a list. So I had a nickname before that. I'm not going to say it because it was crazy. And I walk in the park and they're like, yo, what's your name? We got to put your name on the list. Anybody who knows me know I hate my first name. I hate my government name. Never going to tell anybody my government name. And they're like, what's your name? And I'm just like, I'm mad bony at the time, so I'm just like...
We all know your government name, but we're not going to say that.
I'm just like, Slim.
Yes.
Like, literally just said Slim. They were named down, and that's how Slim became. Like, that's how that became my name. Like, just like that. And then over the years, you know, I got a girlfriend, I got some money, I started going out to eat, and I gained some weight, and I'm like, I can't just change my name. Like, this is what everybody know me as. Like, so it's just still Slim. But like, that's why my Instagram is Slimothy, if people pay attention.
This show is officially over. It is Tall World. Pause. I'm tall, and if I want to be tall, then I'm just gonna be tall. That's how the kids say that for Ebonics too, right? Or keep it tall, or whatever the case may be. I always wanted to know, keep it tall, how you got that nickname, and it makes sense, you know. You stuck with it. Sometimes the young lady how asked me how I got the Wavy World. You know, my name is Ryan Walker, but when Max B was such a prevalent MC, we used to listen to Max B endlessly, and it's so crazy. They thought I looked like Al Pac, who used to be one of Max B's music running mates, and they thought he looked like Max B. But we used to always listen to him so much, and then he'd be like, "Oh yeah, you Wavy Walker," and just out of the blue, it just stuck. It was nothing that was like and it just went from there. So everything, you know, you'll be surprised where the origin, you know what I mean, comes from. And why, you know, as we got the platform for you, let them know, of course, what you're doing with your clothing brand, of course, with the hats and so on and so forth, and the project that just come out and what future endeavors goes with that too.
Yeah, so currently I'm focusing on the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm dipping and dabbing in and out of the basketball scene. You know, obviously I love it.
You know, I'm going to get to that in a second too. Go ahead.
So I'll let you ask your question in. But as far as me, currently I'm very focused on the music right now. Currently on my second video. Me and my brother Blue, we actually just dropped a tape called 10,000 Hours. You can find that on all streaming platforms.
Fire. It is really, really good.
Just had a big listening party, 120 people, in and out traffic. It was dope, man. It was dope, man. We made some money. Make some money, you know what I'm saying? So that's always a blessing.
You don't owe me nothing?
I don't know.
No, so let's talk about all camera over there.
I know I'm invited to a cookout.
You know what I'm
I better be at a cookout.
Yeah, we made a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? So currently we was focused on that. So the rollout was the biggest plan, and coming up with a strategy and a marketing plan to promote the music. So we decided to go attach a product to it. That's what we normally do. I've been doing that for about 10 years, but we did a big collab this time. So the hat that you currently see me wearing right now is the hat that we decided to attach to the music. And we actually attached it to it, so you could actually purchase the hat early.
Absolutely.
And then it would come with the music early. You would get the music a month or two before it actually dropped on streaming platforms. That was, you know, obviously a month or two ago, because now the music is out. But that was our marketing strategy. So a lot of people love the hat. I've been doing hats for about 7 or 8 years now. Maybe even longer. 7 or 8 years officially, under my own brand. You know what I mean? So not collabing with anybody. So that was the main focus, man. Just making sure that rollout stick to people, making sure the music is good, you know what I'm saying, and making sure we get out to touch a lot of platforms. We kind of like treated this like, if I gotta like give you an example, you know, my guy H2O, we kind of like, you know, when it's time for Ballin for Peace, you want to touch all platforms. There's no platform that's not too small, no platform that's not too big. You know, reach out, you know what I'm saying? You never know, you know what I mean? So sometimes you might have to pay a cost, sometimes you might get a favor.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But you know, you just want to get out there to as many people as possible, man. Like I said, our goal was to sell the hats and get the music out secondary. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because we have a core following, we got a niche following. I know what I'm gonna get on I would say on a monthly basis. You know what I'm saying? But currently, right now, we up. You know what I'm saying? As far as
and tell them the name of that project as well too.
The name of the project is called 10,000 Hours, and like I said, it's a collab album. Me and my brother Blue. It's called 10,000 Hours of Blue and White tape. So
absolutely, that's we want everybody that if you ever watch this show or go into it at any moment, I want you to listen to that 6-joint EP, right?
Yeah, 6 songs, 6 songs EP.
Listen to it for a second if you got some time. Pick your favorite track. Give us our comments, you know, negative or positive, you know, about the music, because they definitely want to get everybody's feedback with that. You know, a lot of people put out music and don't put out everything for the culture.
I want to ask you though, because I mean, I know off record.
Yeah.
What's your favorite joint on there?
Well, with you per se.
No. You ain't got to include me. You ain't got to be political.
The bonus track.
Absolutely.
It was the beat. You know, Slim Whyte, H2O. We come from an era where music, especially with production and the beat, makes me, you know, it feels something. You hear certain Jay-Z, Nas tracks, you remember that year. You remember what you was doing. You remember your brothers and sisters. You remember running. You remember the music now. I'm not one of those old heads that don't like what they do. I just think that it's different. It might not be, you know, us listening to Redman or Method Man or Jay-Z or Nas or Big Pun in the corner, and we know those, you know, the Cool G rap, you know, yada. We talking about all those guys. It's just different. You know, their music is different, because 20, 30 years ago when we was doing our music like that, they was saying, man, y'all kids is, you know what I'm saying? So it's different. And when you listen to that bonus track, just the way the production comes on and the way he's talking about, you know, his pain and his energy and his growth. And, you know, when you grow up in the trenches, you don't necessarily have to be the bad kid on the block to say that you grew up tough or in poverty. You know what I'm saying? You could be a kid that went to play basketball every day, and when you come home, your life is difficult. And that doesn't mean, and that's just a metaphor. That doesn't mean that just because you wasn't the one on the corner selling krills, just because you didn't have 2 guns on you, just because you wasn't gangbanging, doesn't mean that you didn't grow up with trials and tribulations. You'll be surprised what's going on behind closed doors. And when I hear the bonus track, that just makes me
bring you back to a certain time.
You know, certain time and how it is, you know, and the struggle.
The reason why I like the tape is everybody got a different favorite record. You know what I'm saying? And I also wanted to ask you, I wanted to put it on record. I know you told me off record. I wanted to put it on record. Like, this is my man. He don't even know Blue.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? He don't even know Blue, and that's his favorite song. So, which is number 6. That's the bonus record, and that's Blue's solo record. He got the only solo on the tape. But you know what I'm saying? Go take a listen for yourself.
Absolutely. To get the whole logistics from there. And now we transition back to Slim, because this is, you know, a combo question right here. We have NYC Elite 32, Ballin for Peace. God bless Thomas and H2O for putting me in this position to have this platform. What was your guys' first connection with, and you know, Slim, I'll let you go into that, because I ain't gonna lie, when I think of Ballin for Peace, I think of Slim as the first, if not the main voice.
First connection with what? Each other?
Well, for Ballin for Peace per se. You know, that's how I got into those realms per se.
Well, let me answer mine first. Mine's quick. I got in here because of bro.
you got it because of Slim.
Mine is easy, man. So I let bro break his down, but mine, bro brought me in. And it's much appreciated. And like I said, we've been keeping this brotherhood going for a little while. And we connected back in,
oh my goodness,
what, 2000? 2020?
It's been a long run, man.
It ain't been super long, but it feels like bro said, kind of feel like dog years, man. These 4 or 5 years been a long journey. Yeah. And I appreciate y'all brothers,
2019 and
man.
2020 changed so much.
Before I answer that question, let me just kind of piggyback what he just said. Sometimes you meet people, bro, and it don't take forever for you to understand the relationship you and that person has. And like he said, we met maybe 5 years ago. Yeah. And it's been a great relationship since, you know, and people will always, you know, why you always call Whyte for everything? I'm going to call Whyte for everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a question. I'm always, because that's my brother. He doesn't put me in positions for
100%.
You know what I'm saying? To help my career, help me as a person, not even just my announcing career, help me as a person. You know what I mean? And vice versa. I'm pretty sure I've helped him and put him in, you know, situations, stuff like that. So, but when you just meet somebody and y'all have an understanding, y'all kind of think the same, and y'all can have conversations. And the main thing I love and respect about working with him is that it's never a battle. You could work with some people, and it's like, who the man out here? Like, Kevin Hart said something one time where he said, I only want to work with people that lack egos. You know what I'm saying? And he lacks egos. If I call him to, yo, we got something Ballin piece, he already say out the gate, that's yours. I'm gonna just assist you. And if it's something with him, you know what I mean, I'm gonna say the same thing. Yo, I'm here. Like, I'm gonna tap in.
I don't want to sound foolish. I know what you mean, but can you explain something that you think is egotistical amongst MCs? I know
it's too much out here to tap into it, but it's like it's like, okay, I've been doing Ballin for Peace for 10 years, right? As a voice of Ballin for Peace for the last 10 years, everything move is Slim. Everybody knows that, right? But when you bring somebody along and it's a lit event, right? And at the event, they're like, yeah, it was lit because I was there. It's like, what? We've been lit for 10 years. Correct. So it's like, you think because you came to this 1 year, now it's lit? All right, bro, this is why I'm not going to call you again. Like, and that's me being real. You know what I'm saying? I know who I can call on that's not going to come in with that kind of energy. We don't need that kind of energy, because at the end of the day, I'm very humble. Of course, everybody knows the last 10 years it's been me. But even when I bring somebody on, I'm not trying to overshadow you.
Especially when the culture of Ballin for Peace is that we are. I mean, we can. Heck,
I'm gonna just keep it plain and simple. This boat is gonna roll. It's gonna ship. I'm gonna keep it clean. It's gonna roll. It's gonna ship. The play must go on, with or without us. And I say that humbly, even without Slim. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's the main face. If
I'm not at a Ballin for Peace event, you know it's not going to stop the event.
It's not going to stop the event.
Well, you have some people that be like, yo, where's Slim? Of course. But the event is still going to go on.
It's 100%. Literally 50 it's still gonna celebrities be lit, walking around like, aimlessly, some of them.
But you got people that were walking there and yo, it was lit because I was there.
Yeah, nah.
All right, bro. So now next year we're not going to have you. Let's see what happens. Like, next year we're not going to call. Let's see what happens. If it's not lit, then we'll bring you back. You know what I'm saying? But So back to
Maybe that was the testament.
right. Yeah, we're gonna listen. I always just tell people, I'll give you the mic and give you the rope to hang yourself.
They think it's so easy.
They think it's so easy,
They think
man.
it's
They think
really
it's
so
so
easy.
It's easy to work with me because I just don't really care.
He don't.
Yeah, you're
He not out there for the
It's not-
yeah.
It's like, and this is not for anybody that's trying to book me. I'm still available. But I don't really like it.
Yeah.
I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? Slim sometimes got to drag
say-
me
I'm
out there. I
gonna
love
correct
H2O. You got 1,000 celebrities out there. Unfortunately for me, I know what the goal is. I know what the mission is. Salute. You know what I'm saying? We don't make the show. I don't care if we
don't.
hosting
No. We
don't.
6-year-olds. I don't care if we're hosting 15-year-olds. I don't care if we're hosting 25 celebrities, 24 celebrities at Ballin for Peace.
We don't make the show. Now
the
that's
show is
not
never
to
about
say
you.
we don't make it better.
No, 100%.
That's not to say we're not
Yes, yeah.
important. But it will go on. Like this is what you know what I always tell people one time when like I tell people I will never feel bigger than the game I'm announcing. At no point ever, right? If you've been announcing, you ref, whatever. At no point ever is somebody gonna say, whoa, the announcer's not here, let's not start the game.
No,
At no point ever, bro.
No.
Never. That's never gonna happen. A ref won't be there, we can't start the game. Players are not there, we can't start the game. Nobody's ever gonna say the announcer's not here, let's not start the game.
You got to start the game. Listen to me. We all got brothers in the society. Not being a dyke, man. If your ching ain't there, that don't mean that the game ain't gonna start.
It's gonna be different.
Right,
The game gonna be different if your ching not there.
But the game, like you said, still has to go on, and I think that's the, you know, so crazy. Slim and Whyte. I used to, when we first started announcing, when you're trying to get the law, you're like, yeah, I want all the pictures and all that stuff too. And then after you get 1,000 pictures sent to you from a media person, you're like, I don't care about being a, when I go announce a game, I definitely want it to be entertaining. I definitely want to do the basketball realms, but I don't care from taking away from the players and the athletes and the young ones, because it's supposed to be about them. And I'll have plenty of times where the guy's like, yo, get in the picture for the trophies, get in the stuff. I don't want you to think that I'm here for that, because there's a lot of culture vultures and there's a lot of people that are here to get that hoopla. There'll be plenty of events. We'll be back at something again, but it's not about us. Just like you said, if the announcer's not there, the game is still gonna go on.
Absolutely.
That happened the other day.
Yeah.
And she wasn't there.
Because they're at Slam.
And no, not because of that. But it was another day. She was late. And Kenny
Kenny called
was
the
on.
game. Kenny called
To the
game.
basket, because
Kenny
go to
called the
basket,
game.
old school,
Kenny
because that's
called the
how it
game.
used to be.
went on and did it.
Yeah, man.
Like I've had to do it sometimes.
Yes.
It's like, oh, nobody's there. I'm gonna.
We're gonna figure it out. We'll
Yeah,
figure it
but
out.
I'm pretty
But
sure.
that was
I'm pretty
the
sure when you
bonus.
did it, you appreciated me more, right? But to go back to your original question,
I feel good in the
totally-
beginning until you start getting heckled. And
Yeah.
then,
Oh my God.
Until you-
Had that one
until you
bad
like
day.
4 games in, you realize you said the same thing 100 times.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
to go back to your question, how I connected with H2O, like he said earlier, he stole me from
Showcase?
I was doing Showcase again. Shout out to Ian,
Son of
because I
thief.
swear to God, without Ian, it would be no Slim, right? So I
Are
always
they
shout
doing
out
another
Ian.
one this year?
Well, it's in the works.
Go.
Ian stole me from West Fourth.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been stolen a lot of times. Like, so Ian hit me up in the morning, like 7 in the morning. He's like, yo, I got my own tournament. I'm like, that's what's up. It's 7 in the morning, bro. Like, I'm not sure why we having this conversation.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, I want you to come do the mic. Pause. And I'm like, okay, cool. You know, and then the first day I got there, I said to him, I said, well, how do you want me to, do your games? He said, listen, just do whatever you want, man. Just don't be disrespectful. That's it. And I was like, bet. So I'm doing the games. I always tell people, I like this story because I always tell people I was a fan of H2O before I knew H2O as the basketball player.
Likewise.
First time I seen H2O, I think it was at Tri-State. And they're like, oh, this H2O. And of course, I grew up watching basketball. I ain't know him yet. What the fuck is this? He hit a few. Bang, bang.
That jumper,
He can shoot, right? Hit a few more. They're like, yeah, that's H2O. So I'm like, okay. Then I just started like seeing them at different games, seeing them all around the city. I'm like, I'm a fan of this dude. Like, I went to the Ballin for Peach first inaugural game as a fan. Ian got tickets because I think Ian knew.
Yo, I'm gonna just say it with my back, and my brother gonna kill me if you watch this. It can't say first and inaugural. It's just inaugural.
Not just inaugural?
Yeah, just yeah.
All right, so
Oh,
the
he's
inaugural
English teacher. He's
the
the
inaugural.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
educated.
He's the English teacher. So
That's a man that went to HBCU, ladies and gents.
No, you can't say first
HBCU.
because
Not
no, it's
supposed
not
to.
one before that.
Yeah.
So
Inaugural will be the first one.
yeah, Ian got his tickets. We went. I'm sorry, H. I didn't pay for the first time I went. We went, and I was like, "Yo, this is dope," right? And I still didn't know H2O yet, like personally. I just knew him, and seen him around. And I think it was the second year. By that time, he had played in Showcase. If something, whatever I was doing, he thought it was cool. Whatever I was doing, he hits me up, and I want to say BG kind of made it happen. I think BG had to play the part in it, but I know he hit me up and he's like, "Yo, I want you to come do the high school game for my celebrity game." Bet I'm already hyped because I'm like, I've been there. I know what it is. I'm locked in. I do the high school game. I believe the person that was supposed to do the men's game, it didn't show up or something happened. I ended up doing the men's game. Crazy thing, I didn't automatically do the second year after that. I didn't do the year after that. He went with somebody else. I did the high school game again. I kept doing the high school game for a couple of years, and then after a while, one day he was like, "Yo, I want you to do the whole day. Just do the whole day. Like, you're killing it. You're doing a good job. Do the whole day." And I tell people all the time, it went from an organizer, announcer relationship to like now we're just having regular conversations. Like on the drives home, or we're on the phone and we're having regular conversations. Now it's like, well, no, that's my guy. Like,
absolutely,
that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So now we're like, now he's like, "Yo, I just want you to be more big of a part of Ballin for Peace. I want you to be just more than an announcer. I want you to really be a part of this." I'm like, cool. Whatever range you give me, I'm gonna go with it. It's like, "Yo, I want you to do this. I want you to help get people. I want you to do this." And it's like, now that's my brother, and I'll call him for anything. You know what I'm saying? That we literally touch up. We love each other after conversations. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, we're from organizer, announcer to like a real brotherhood.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like we break bread together. We brainstorm ideas together. He'll come to me with stuff. "I want to do this. I want to do that." And I'm like, "All right, well, we need to do this and do that." And it's like sometimes it might be a little argument. It might be a little back and forth, but it's like it's a mutual respect.
Unless you argue, man.
Right, it's a mutual respect,
show you
man.
right, man.
That's
Show you right.
pretty much
Back and forth, man.
how I got involved with Ballin for Peace, and now I'm just stuck for life, man. I think I signed a lifetime contract with some blood.
Locked in, yeah.
I definitely think I got blood on some
Death
paper
row.
somewhere that I don't know about. Like I might have been sleeping in the car, and he like tapped my finger with a knife or something.
Gangland, this is the mob. I think that and you know, Whyte, you gave your short soliloquy, which is, you know, you got through the Ballin for Peace.
I know Whyte was
Come on now, of course.
You saying my
Because you
connection?
played, yeah.
Crunch time.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know you were saying my connection with H2O. Yeah, well, my connection with H2O is, I've been hosting. Well, Crunch Time started in 2017. I was one of the CEOs, there was 3 of us, but I also was an announcer as well. You know what I'm saying? Right. So H2O was actually
the announcer for Crunch Time.
Yeah, I was the announcer for
the center.
You know what I'm saying? As well as, you know, one of the commissioners, CEO, whatever you want to call it. H2O was actually bowling at the time, still getting busy, still getting buckets, still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So we built our own connection from there. So when Slim actually brought him the idea, he like, "Y'all want to bring Whyte on?" It was like, "Okay,
Easy.
I already know his resume.
Easy.
That's Gucci. Like we good." You know what I'm saying? So super excited for that first year. I was outfit out, ready to go. I was going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we went.
You put it on the bed and everything.
First day of school vibes.
We went dumb the first year.
First day
it
of
on the
school
bed.
vibes. You know what I'm
We
saying?
went dumb the first year.
Yeah, so
Oh
I
my
was excited, man.
goodness.
Super excited. Still excited. It's just like I said, over the years, I've grown a little bit out of love for the announcing part. I learned that I like to be a part of organizing, creating, and curating events. That's really what I like. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm ever a part of that behind the scenes, you'll get more of an energy from me on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm ever curating it, helping create the vibe, set the mood, tempo, whatever you want to call it, when you get me on the floor, after I did that and I know all the ins and outs, the vendors, you're going to get a different young Whyte. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, you're going to get a different young Whyte.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? Although, like, I'm never going to... I don't think you can tell from me if I didn't tell you, but you know what I'm saying. But I promise you'll get a different person out there, because it's anytime I feel like I'm a part, and that's not me trying to swoop in on your Ballin for Peace vibes, but you know what I'm saying. That's just me. I think Wavy knows, Slim know a lot of stuff behind the scenes. That's what I do, man. As far as
absolutely,
like, I think that I'm a hell of a rapper. I'm a hell of a announcer, but I think business is one of my top, skill sets.
Wait. I'm sorry, Slim. Go ahead. You were going to say something. I was going to say that, a lot of people, they hear some of that story, and now they can see, the connection. I got connected with Whyte. I was raised in Dykeman, but moved to Long Island. Mo Dingle ended up being one of my guys known from Jump Street, and just me heckling, going to every tournament. Slim can tell you, I used to travel every day.
Listen,
go to 42 tournaments in a day, and I think from that synergy, that's how me and you, and I seen what you was doing. I thought it was great. My son loved you. We always, always linked, and I always knew Slim through different rooms because Slim always used to announce, and from uptown, but we always would see each other. But it wasn't until like completely like crunch time where we really completely locked in and got to know each other, and we all got to do such a great synergy. Can we talk about Canada? The peace tournament and how we all got connected. How that did incorporate.
Why not?
And the opportunity. God bless you.
The genesis of it, like
and this is what I want to go to the other part because sometimes people just mess up words and terminology. When I started getting a good synergy with announcing and stuff, and proclaim myself with certain things, and I wouldn't, how Slim would say top 5, and I agree with that. The word speaks for itself. You can, if you put on an opinion and eventually you put substance behind it, that opinion can mean something. I hope that makes a lot of sense. And so when I was coming up in the game, they're like, announce it, but I said, listen, Whyte and a lot of guys that I do know, Long Island wise, not the boroughs, because the boroughs, it has 700 different announcers that are all talented in their all different realms. But for Long Island, we might not have had a many amount of guys like that, and a lot of people knew you as the voice and certain things. But I said, let me tell you something, Whyte don't even care about announcing. He don't even want to do it. He want to be the guy, not want to be. He's the guy behind the doors that's going to get the 700 players here, the buses for the guys. That's the logistics of he wants to do because he sees the bigger realms of it. It's all right to be the player, but it's better to be the CEO. And I think what I made the proclaim because I know I do so many different realms. This, announcing, the studying, the research, the homework. So there's so much that goes into it. But explain your part of how, the Canada synergy, how we got involved with that. Like, how did that all come apart?
Canada started from I saw it was 2 summers I actually took announcing very serious. And I started reaching out to people myself, building opportunities for myself, and Canada was one. So when I first got there, I forgot the gentleman's name, but they had an announcer, a professional announcer. He actually announced for the Toronto Raptors.
Yes.
So I co-hosted with him. He was the main host. I was the assistant, that first year. But it was more of a professional announcement versus a street ball side. And when I went out to Canada the first year, they had never heard that side. So I'm gonna be real. It was a lot of crickets out there. It was different. It was a lot of crickets. They were still I can't say getting adjusted because it was just so new.
Stick a pin in it.
Right.
When you said that, the first year we went out there, you said, Wave and Slim, do y'all thing. He said, at first, if you don't hear nothing, don't get upset.
Keep it moving.
But I knew that because I was born in Toronto, Canada. So I know how it takes a while to grow on them.
So y'all first year was actually my 3rd year. You know what I'm saying? So, and I didn't mean to cut your wisdom. What you saying?
Yeah, well, at first, you think they're not loving it, and you're kind of like, dang, were we supposed to come out here? But then the next day, when you came back, you started to see that.
Yeah,
man,
see a little bit more smiles.
Those kids said those things.
A little bit more
they remember the lines. They remember certain things, but it just takes on. You're in a different environment.
Yeah.
Europe is not like America. Russia is not like America. Antarctica, you know what I'm saying? So it takes a different while to get to the
I'll tell you a funny story. I'm going to try to bring it back full circle. I hosted in Costa Rica. They don't even speak English out there.
That was interesting. Yeah, please tell that one.
So I was out there for 4 days. I hosted a one-on-one tournament with my boy Darian, a.k.a. Finesse.
Island work.
Yeah, island work. So that's when we build our business partnership. You know what I'm saying? Hosted in Costa Rica. The first day, obviously, I don't know what's going on. I can't tell if they like me. They don't speak English.
All you know is rice and beans and guandules.
Yeah, I don't know anything. They is enjoying the energy, but they quiet because they don't know what I'm saying.
100%.
I don't know if they like it. I can't tell from body language, anything. By day 4, I had the whole court pack, and we got videos, we got
Beautiful.
pictures. I'll try to even send it to you guys so y'all can post
Please.
it. But by day 4, you could tell the energy. I had the whole baseline pack, kids running on the floor. It felt like we was at Dykeman.
You brought New York out.
Yeah, so they love the energy. They basically just felt me off the energy. You know what I'm saying? So they can read energy, they can feel the vibes. It's just that's what I'm based on right there. So that's kind of like my highest skill set, I would say.
Now Canada.
Now back to Canada. Same thing. So my first year went out there with a professional announcer. It was just so different. The culture is different. Just their whole swag and style is different.
Oh my goodness.
So going out there, I had to break the ice. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. Like,
We appreciate you for that.
to me anyway, I think it was bad. I don't know. I didn't get any feedback. I didn't make no connections that first year. I announced and I went back to the hotel. So that was 4 days of that. And I'm like, you know what?
Said 4 days of that.
I was 4 days.
Talk my shit, then back to the hotel.
Bro, I didn't make not one connection.
That
That
Michael
first
Jordan
year.
He didn't even hang out. He didn't even hang out out there. He was in the telly.
They got y'all know because they got the parties attached to.
Yes, sir. Oh my goodness.
So they got the games, they got the parties every night. I didn't go out that first year at all. Like I said, I was just getting adjusted myself. Year 2, I went back out there. I went back out there dolo. Got a lot more attention, a lot more vibes. But I still started off slow. First 2 days, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just sticking to it. This is actually my second year of taking.
Did you go from the Thursday? 'Cause I know sometimes
I went Thursday to Sunday. I always go Thursday to Sunday. So by Saturday it picked up, and Sunday I did a championship game, and that's when I realized they actually was rocking with me because I had to do all 3 games because the actual professional host didn't show up. I don't know if he had another engagement to go to, but it was all me, so I had to do all 3-4 games.
Show and tell.
And then that's when I actually realized, okay, they repeating some of the sayings.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They interacting with me. We dancing half court. We having fun. You know what I'm saying? So year 3, that's when I brought you guys out because it was just 30 games is just too much.
Oh my goodness.
And 30 games when you don't care is even more.
Yeah,
Like, it's like I ain't loving it as much.
Right.
You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
Some of the passion started going away from
so like
that
Slim
realm.
said, if you're doing multiple games in a day, your sayings get old. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how much of a wordsmith. You could throw Stephen A. Smith out there.
Come on now.
Eventually, you're going to repeat some of the most creative things that you're saying. Nothing happens twice in a row. But, you know, that's just how the wordplay happens. But bringing you guys out there, I think was the best decision I made because now we get to split the work.
Yeah.
We get to split the energy. You got different styles. You got different auras.
Yeah.
And you know, bringing it all together. When we did that championship game last year, you can kind of see
my goodness.
oh yeah, I hate to be. I'm not a bragger, but you know, I don't want to say the city is mine out there now, but
Oh, come on, it is
I mean,
ours.
they love us out there. Man. The energy is dope, man.
They
and,
love
Slim's
us out
got
there.
a
looking forward
historic
to it.
call on Ballin for
It's
Peace with
pinned on
H2O
my
in the
page.
corner with that 3-point shot. You know what I'm talking about. And you got a momentous call for the young boy for the mid-range shot
for
at
the
the end.
championship game.
I mean,
that's pinned on my page. I need to pin the
that's
H2O shot on my
45
page too, though.
seconds.
I need to pin that shot on my page too. That's definitely one of my best calls.
I think because we both had to do, you know, the status where it's like I had one side and he had the other side, and I mean the way
that
he
Canada
ran
call
it
was
down.
that Canada call was different.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Like
Epic.
I searched that video down. Like as soon as I made the call, I'm like, who has the video? I need that because and I said it in the caption when I put the video. There's some moments as an announcer, as a host, bro, you just know, yo, I bodied that. Yeah. Like I just killed that.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying?
So
And I
beautiful, too?
felt that at the end of that play.
We're at
Like
St. Joseph's College of Canada. That's like their biggest, one of the biggest
3,000
campuses.
people, right?
And
How many
for
people
them to make that
It was
call,
packed.
over
It was
3,000
packed.
can get in there.
It was packed.
It was packed.
in there. It was crazy, man. The way the whole place set up.
It's
lovely,
just
bro. You gotta come
That's
out there
probably
with
that. We've been trying to get H2O out there. That
Oh my
They
goodness.
took a break
That-
this year.
yeah. Next year we got H2O out
Y'all
there.
see this, man. Corvell.
Val,
Give
yes.
us a call. We definitely looking forward to coming out there next year.
I definitely have to say
Great.
that and H2O shot.
That-
Probably two of my best like personal calls ever, bro. Like the H2O shot was just to build out just a whole backstory behind it.
There's
It's
so much
just
that went on in that
crazy.
possession,
Like
you know what I'm saying? It was.
Before that game, I was in the back asleep.
Is that the one you took the nap?
Said he was asleep.
I didn't even. What's her name? Red Buckets.
Rev Buckets came and woke you up.
Me up. I was in the back where we were eating food and everything, sleep before the game.
Oh my goodness.
That was another one of them situations too. When that right after the shot went in, like if you hear me on the grill, I told the DJ don't play music yet because I have to finish this. I have to finish this moment. Like this moment is I have to finish it out. Like
Let me
yo,
tell
that
you
was a
something
moment,
too about
man.
Canada, and you know we had a great time. We go there do the event. It's great. It's so beautiful too because you get to do all divisions. I mean, like they have the women's division, they have the high school division, they have
like
the
6
mixed
courts.
pro.
It's like 6 courts. So
like
Six gyms, not
like I
six
said,
courts,
bringing
six
them,
gyms.
we get to all rotate. And I want to
so
say this
great.
too. This is off the
Guys, go ahead, Whyte.
off topic. I don't know if you about to bring this up or not, but like another thing, like anytime you travel with me and my brothers, and I think announcing is easy. It's not. Trust me, man.
No.
We had a whole game plan as if we was prepping for an NBA championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we strategized all morning. You know what I'm saying? Planned our breakfast. You know what I'm saying? We stretched. You know what I'm saying? We talked it over. We repeated each other's sayings, learned each other's announcing skills, try to get each other's cadences down. It's a lot that goes into
really is.
the announcing side that people don't see. So it's not just picking up a microphone, going out there and saying some creative lines, but yeah, it was hard work, man. It was hard work. So imagine doing that the first 2 years, 30 games with just yourself.
And that's the thing that they miss because with the Canada, it's like we get there and it's like the Thursday we might have to do games. Then there might be something going on that night. Then the Friday you get up and do games. Then there's something going on that night. Then the Saturday you get up. So it's a constant you know, back-to-back thing.
And we
But,
party and getting right back up at 6.
6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning to announce and do it again. But we're going to get close to the end of everything right here, ladies and gents. For Whyte the President, my man Slim, I just want to ask y'all one question and, you know, take a little while to think about it. What does peace mean to you guys?
I ain't gonna lie, man. I sat here and when you asked the young lady in the pod before us, I was thinking about it because I ain't never really think about that before. But I think it's something that that keeps you even keel, whether you fulfilled or not. You know what I'm saying? That's just a quick answer that I can come up with right now. If you ask me again a month from now, it'd probably be more well thought out.
Are there certain people or things in your life that you do that when that occurs, you're at peace? You can also speak about that too, dude.
Well, for me, peace actually helping somebody. I'm always at peace. I love helping. I love like generating. I love creating ideas and seeing the idea come to fruition. But that's on a another scale. But just overall, I want to say like if you're fulfilled, obviously you're at peace. But even when you're not, you're comfortable enough with yourself to sit in that space to know you're gonna come out of it. You know what I'm saying? That's just a quick answer.
Slim, what does peace mean to you?
Peace for me is actually a mindset, right? It's a state of mind. To be at peace in your mind with what you're doing in life, where you're at in life, where you're at as a parent, as a husband, as a friend, as a brother. You know, when you can go to sleep at night and be at peace with how you handled your 24 hours. To me, that's what peace is. And if you're doing something positive that's bringing people together, like a celebrity game, like
Absolutely.
cops versus NYPD versus celebrities,
We do a lot of those.
because however long that lasts, 2 hours, 3 hours, that's 3 hours of just people being at peace and people being around positivity. So
3
for me,
hours of
that's
somebody
what-
not dying.
Right, you know what I'm saying? We're all in the same gym, we're all in the same field, and it's just love and happiness, everybody smiling and having a good time being around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm enjoying your presence, you're enjoying my presence. So that's what peace is for me. It's a mindset.
Absolutely. And what we're gonna do for our viewers as they get this back, and it's just a friendly one. It's nothing bad. We want you guys to make in your own comment section based off what you know. What do you think is the top 10 opinionated? MCs, announcers throughout New York City, New York State. If anybody knows them all, you can get your own opinion for that. And I also want you to make sure you go on there and listen to that. Was that 10,000 hours, right?
Yes,
1,000 hours on all
Make sure you
streaming
listen to
platforms. Blue and White tape.
Yep.
Make sure y'all check that out, man. The only feature on there is Sydney D. Big shout out to Sydney.
Can we
Take a listen in,
we
man.
Get that on
Yeah,
on music?
We're gonna make sure that that's the end cap for Bronx Tale. Yeah, definitely at some of the events we got to make sure we spin some of those records and make sure everything is good.
Appreciate it. I need it all
for the family and the love. And heck, my engineer, you know what? We usually throw on Nas, any one of the
Not
If I Rule the
today.
World.
Not today. We got a little something different for y'all.
Hometown
I
is
love
here.
Nas.
Big Whyte's in the building.
We're gonna make sure that Wavy World is remembered no matter where we at. It's 10,000 hours. My guys are here. Slim, the announcer, Maybach Whyte, the president, milk and cookies
Top
for
five.
rookies, coffees and donuts for grown-ups. You can pay for school, but you can't buy class. Hector, I don't want to talk to him more. Just loop up his track. We fine.
It's all good. You can bump that Nas then.
Yeah, we could put that on, and as he finds it on my engine, that we still find, we're gonna edit it. Everything is gonna be good. So it's great to have you guys here, my brothers.
Sir.
We live and learn from each other. We get good. It's who would have thought 5 or 6 years ago we could be in positions like this to be able to spread the message to the culture and keep doing what we're doing. I got Slim that's gonna retire in 2 years, and I got Whyte that
Outta here,
is a
man.
freaking CEO and boss. So
I'm out of
I
here.
got
Y'all
maybe
can have
7,
it.
8 more. I'm getting tired of it too. I'm not getting tired of it. Let me stop saying that. But I started to see like, man, this is a lot of work. September. Yes, the world is yours. The world is yours. My guys track, man. 10,000 hours. You know the vibe are ready for us. Slim the announcer, Maybach Whyte the president, man. Oh, you got Nas in there?